Saturday and Sunday when we'll have the entire thing decided. Will one of these two teams be there? It is so hard. Manager is Colin Yarbrough, Mark Landry, and Albert Weaver, the assistant coaches. This is an offense that really has been carried by their pitching and defense. They're looking to put up some numbers. They scored 6 runs in the Ohio win. Then they were blanked twice by both Alabama and Nevada. Meantime, there's a lot of pressure here, and anytime you come out of that loser's bracket, man, you're going to need some depth on your pitching staff. And the way they managed yesterday, they lost 3. So Jerry Taylor's get the call.
Yeah, Jerry Taylor, we haven't seen him since the regionals, and it didn't necessarily go great there. But you said it, Rev. To advance, to hang around in an event like this when you lose your first game, somebody's got to be a hero. Yeah. Somebody's got to come up with a performance that maybe you didn't expect, and Jerry Taylor gets that opportunity here this afternoon.
All right, so yes, there is the Southeast with the rise up. There is the bow. You can fear it. You can embrace it. Kinley Rasmus right there will be the shortstop. She has just been absolutely spectacular. And more on Washington's offense, 12 for 70 here in Williamsport. That's a 171 average. Kason Workman, though, he's had some very big hits. He is the second baseman. It was in the 7th inning against Alabama that he delivered the game winner. 1 ball, no strikes.
There wasn't much offense last 2 times. Last time these 2 teams matched up.
So Kinley was the starter.
She was.
That creates a bit of an offensive sort of slugfest that you don't score runs. That's a good pitch up there at the letters. 1 ball, 1 strike.
It's also interesting. The last 2 times these teams met, it's fresh, it's new. They don't really know what to expect. Both these teams now have played a few games and had a chance to settle in here. I expect to see the best version of both of these teams offensively here today.
And the wind, which is very little, is blowing a little bit out towards left field. That's where Cedric Harrison is. Cam Lee's in center, and Lorenzo Quintero is in right. And just like that, it's a 1-2 count. First innings have been critical. They always are, no matter the level you play at. But certainly here we've seen bases loaded, no-out situations, and runs not scored. These 2 teams were involved in that game that had some first-inning hijinks. And it can really settle a pitcher who hasn't been on the mound yet in Williamsport. Settle him down. He's gone. Good start for Taylor. Little high cheese up and in, and a swing and a miss from Workman.
And that was not by mistake. You see Brooks Cameron is going to be set up in right there. He's showing the mid on the inner third of the plate. Jerry Taylor climbs the ladder right above the barrel of Kason Workman, and that's a awfully nifty start.
You see the radar gun light up when the pitch is about 70. And he's throwing around 60 to 63, and he's painting a little bit just off to go 1-0. I'll say this about him. He certainly learned how to calm the moment down. You can just tell the way that Jerry Taylor out there on the mound for a 12-year-old isn't letting it feel too big.
Well, and I think part of that, you play a late game, right? You wake up, you get going early. You don't have a whole lot of time to sit around and think about it. Sometimes that can be the best case scenario for a pitcher.
Ronan Loomis is going to be the shortstop. He's 1 for 6 here in Williamsport, and he is ahead 2-0. Now it's 3-0. The temperature here, it's been a little warmer than it has been, up into the high 70s, low 80s forecast. So popsicles will work. 3 in the afternoon. Is there a better time?
Why not?
Why not? Walk and a strikeout is the start here for Taylor as Loomis is on. And now you start to get into the big, tall lefties. The first one will be Frank McCabe, who's got 1 hit and 7 plate appearances. Love the Little League Classic. He got a chance to talk to all of his heroes. He appeared on the Sunday night baseball game that we had on ESPN. Got a chance to ask questions. He's a mature kid. He's going to be on the mound, and now he can try to help himself. Taylor lands one, strike 1.
Well, we showed in the open that he's fantastic on the mound.
Yep.
He's athletic enough to go make highlight reel plays in the outfield. We haven't seen the power that is there with the bat just yet. Just the 1 hit so far in 7 ABs, but it's in there.
He is a 6-footer, so he is a very, very tall glass of water out there, especially when he's on the mound. His dad has pitched in college at Central Washington University. And Dad, Tim, has been his pitching and hitting coach his whole life. He had a big growth spurt. He was 5'9", so he added 3 inches on a 1-1. Swings there. It's 1-2. Well, Hayden is his sister right there. Genevieve, mom.
Let's go, Fred!
Short sleeves here. Long trip back to Tacoma, Washington, and they hope not to have to make it until after a championship on Sunday. You can see him talking to himself to get himself ready.
Taylor's got some ride on that fastball. Nothing really at the bottom of the zone yet. Everything kind of up and just above the hitting zone for these hitters. Works out well so long as you can get it up there, but you miss with something around the belt, you might get your feelings hurt.
Couple of foul balls, and that one sails high. Saw this last night, man. There were 1,000 foul balls in that game, and it allowed the pitchers to have to add pitches to their pitch count, and it just kept the innings going, and then ultimately balls were put in play. Wild game last night. Jerry, he's missed. His misses have been consistent outside.
Yeah, outside or up, and everything's kind of running to the arm side, and he hasn't shown a feel for the breaking ball. So really, if you're Frankie McCabe here, even though it is technically a 2-strike count, you're sitting dead red looking for something out over the plate.
Jerry's 5'6", a 12-year-old, and here comes the 3-2, and that's another foul ball. Yeah, when you watch a girl like Kinley Rasmus or Cooper Tisson or Mason Rincon and many others here, you recognize strikeout stuff. You know, you do that at the collegiate level,
sure.
You know it at the major league level. So you have to be really efficient and pinpoint with your control, because these kids are really good hitters, and they're going to foul off, if not hit, a fastball. Gets the call on the corner, though, and that is that precision you're talking about. Taylor's got 2 strikeouts.
That's the first time he's gotten one down, Rav. The 4-seamer that finally painted down at the edge, as opposed to that one that's running up around the belly button, and that's a well-executed pitch. McCabe goes looking, and 2 outs here.
Yeah, coming off the high of last night, if they can get through a top half of a first unscathed, that momentum will be right there. It's a slow one in front of the plate. The first in time. Jerry Taylor does the job by himself. All Rabbits, Jeff Sims down on the field. There's that Phenix City, Alabama batting order. It's been pretty consistent, but again, they got real contributions last night from the bottom 6, including Brooks Cameron, who walked off a hero last night.
Yeah, they've been rolling here in the last couple games. The problem is they were 1 for 16 against Big Bad Frankie McCabe the first time out. So let's see what they've learned and if they can make some adjustments, because McCabe's going to show you a fastball up to 70 miles an hour. And the last time out, Ravi, we were both really impressed with his breaking ball command.
Yes, his breaking ball was being called for a strike. You wonder maybe small ball. We saw that with the Nevada team. We've seen it with others. Maybe try to get a bunt down and get some base runners, but you see McCabe, the lefty, on the first base side of the rubber, and he is a big kid, and he lands one down low. Well, last night, the other game, I should say, he was way up high and getting those calls. Easton Allen's had a very good series. He's 3 for 8.
Here you go. Yes, you did.
He went Spider-Man, which was good, and the webbing said he went. Spider-Man referring to the home plate umpire putting both hands out as if he's shooting string to appeal the call. On the ground, off the glove, off 2 gloves, and just like that, a little different feel for Phenix City as Allen is aboard. Winston Weaver bent over, and then Kason Workman did too.
Well, if he makes the play, he's going to have to get back there himself, and you can see he's already starting to position himself to go back to the base, and you got to finish the catch first.
Well, here comes Kinley Rasmus. The number of things that she has done for the first time for a girl continue to mount, but she's got 3 hits. and has the ability to hit one over the wall. Swings at the first one, and it is 0-1. Wow, already, man, into the Hall of Fame goes the bow. I see the frog there as well, another team mascot. But Kinley Rasmus is in the Little League Museum Hall of Excellence. Her bow is there, so clearly she packs more than one bow.
I think they can figure that out to end up in the Hall of Fame. She's put on quite a show here, setting records with almost every hit she gets or strikeout she records.
The only girl with an extra base hit at the Little League World Series. Foul tip into the mitt. Rasmus struck out. Nice job there after Easton Allen reached on an error. Rasmus retired.
Command has been really good by Frankie McCabe. This one's dotted on the corner, sticks in the glove of Yarbrough, and boy, is that a big out to get the always dangerous Kinley Rasmus.
Well, through each series that teams play, you always look for somebody who you realize, like, we got to get this guy going. And in this case, it's Uriah Burklight. He is hitless so far, and he is a terrific player and a good hitter. It gets by, and now into scoring position goes Allen. That is the first ball that Frankie McCabe has thrown.
Yeah, 7 for 11 in the regionals was Uriah Burklight. So far here in Williamsport, 0 for 7. So they are anxiously awaiting his breakout game.
A little single, though, could score the first run of the game. So he squares. Wow, interesting, with one out to try to maybe get the runner to third base.
I think that was called, too. You can see Case Rasmus, by the way, coaching third today. A little switch for this coaching staff. Not that they're superstitious.
It worked last night. He ended up there in that big inning where they scored 5 runs, so we'll do it again today. Oh boy, that hit him on the foot. Amazing. McCabe has shown, as you said, such great control, and then a pass ball, and now a hit batter.
Yeah, he just yanks this one. And look at Burklight not move the feet. Hang in there, take that free pass. Well done.
You wonder 0 for 7, but maybe try to get him going. He didn't do that, and then a hit batter. Sure, he feels first base.
Typically, though, that ball below your knees is tough to hang in there on. So well done to Burklight there to take the HBP.
Cleanup hitter Kason Smith. Remember, in their first meeting, McCabe had a little first inning issue. 1-0, so it does feel like, at least on appearance, that they're thinking about a way to get to McCabe, which is maybe some small ball.
I remember Kason Smith bunted the last time these two matched up. Oh, wow.
Yeah, that is such a hard pitch for a left-handed hitter. It starts behind him and just sweeps in over the plate.
Love the pitch call, too. It'd been easy to expect him to bunt right there and groove a fastball.
There was a fastball. Smith's is 4 for 8. He's had the best series as far as number of hits go, and he also has been credited, we keep this now, with a team-high 4 hard hit balls.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like that?
Yep. I knew you would. It's right in your wheelhouse. Curveball here, 1-2. No fastball.
Good spoil. That's a pitch that's easy to swing through, but you can tell he is shortened up. Something tells me we're going to see old Uncle Charlie here again soon.
There it is, up the middle and through. Is it going to be enough to score, Allen? Here's the throw from home. It's offline. It's 1-0, and it gets away, which allows both runners to advance. Well, they're picking up where they left off last night. Kason Smith delivers to make it.
Strike approach, right? Fight off the heater, Ravi. Then you're on time for the breaking ball, and he gets a hanging bender right down Broadway, shoots it back up the middle. And this Phenix City offense that finished the game hot last night keeps it going here in the first. Kason Smith delivers. He is now 5 for 9.
Unbelievable. What a series. And now you got runners in scoring position for Big Cam Lee in the first pitch. On the way inside, 1-0. So McCabe was able to escape the first inning in the first start. Here he's given up 1. Fastball, Spidey, no swing.
Okay. And the fastball's starting to tick up a little bit, Rev.
Yeah, I can see that.
Frankie's digging down for his best heater, and you better be careful here because Cam Lee can launch you in a heartbeat.
Power on power. You're right, 71 miles an hour. That mound is just 46 short feet away. And the reason you see 92 miles an hour would be the equivalent on a major league mound, 60 feet, 6 inches away. That is on the corner. Good call. A home plate umpire, Jason Weatherford.
He wants to throw that fastball down and away to the arm side, but you can see from time to time he's getting around that thing and cutting it. That's what he hit Burklight with.
3-2 pitch, outfield shallow and left. Here it comes, and he lands a beautiful breaking ball. Lee was frozen solid.
And this will lock you up. This thing starts way over in the other batter's box. And Cam Lee shuts it down early, and that thing takes a right turn late. What a beautiful pitch right there by Frankie McCabe when he absolutely needed it.
He sure did, and here's our guy, C.J. Harrison. Foul back, be ready, Berkey. The old screen redirect, you gotta be ready. Eduardo casually flipped up the left hand yesterday.
I think that ball kind of caught him.
It is unbelievable how little credit you major league players want to give somebody who made a nice play. Like no credit at all. Stead lays one down. First base is covered. The throw is in time. Really nice job to get over there to cover by Case and Workman on a good bunt. But a good start. Phenix City.